Welcome to Unique Coins. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of numismatics with a close look at the 1970 Canada 1-cent coin. This coin holds a unique place in Canadian coin history, and its story involves interesting details about its design, mintage, and collectible value. Join us as we explore the origins, history, and value of this small yet significant piece of Canadian currency. The 1970 Canadian 1-cent coin was minted at a time when Canada's coinage was transitioning to reflect a modernized era. The coin features the familiar maple leaf twig design on the reverse side, symbolizing Canada's natural heritage. Designed by G.E. Kruger Gray, this motif has become iconic over the years. The obverse side features a young portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, which was the standard for Canadian coins at the time. In 1970, the Canadian 1-cent was minted in large quantities by the Royal Canadian Mint in Ottawa. Unlike other special years, this cent does not boast any low mintage rarity, but it still holds value to collectors due to its historical context and age. The coin was made from bronze, which consists of 98% copper, 0.5% tin, and 1.5% zinc, giving it a distinct reddish-brown color. The Canadian penny has long held cultural significance as a symbol of everyday transactions and small change. Although the Canadian 1-cent coin was phased out in 2012, it remains a nostalgic item for many Canadians. Collecting coins like the 1970-1 is a way for people to preserve this piece of daily life and monetary history. The 1970 Canada 1-cent coin features the second effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, which depicts her in her younger years. This effigy was created by Arnold Machin, and it was used on Canadian coins from 1965 to 1989. It captures a different era of the Queen's reign, making these coins popular among those interested in her long-lasting legacy. When determining the value of a 1970 Canada 1-cent coin, its condition is critical. Coins that have been well preserved, with minimal scratches and wear, hold higher value. Grades such as mint state MS, or about uncirculated O, indicate better conditions and can lead to higher prices in the collector's market. Collectors often seek out these higher-grade coins, and finding a 1970 cent in pristine condition is quite rare. While the 1970 Canada 1-cent coin is generally common, it can still fetch a premium depending on its grade. In circulated condition, it may be worth just a few cents above face value. However, in uncirculated, high-grade condition, it can reach a few dollars. Special proof-like or RareCoins from this year, though rare, can command higher prices. Some 1970 Canadian cents may have minting errors, such as doubling or die cracks. These errors are highly sought after by collectors, as they are uncommon and add uniqueness to the coin. RareCoins often sell for a premium because of their rarity and the curiosity they attract among numism. The 1970 Canada 1-cent coin was primarily made of bronze, with a composition of 98% copper, 0.5% tin, and 1.5% zinc. This copper-heavy alloy gives the coin its iconic reddish-brown color, which can develop a beautiful patina over time. The composition is noteworthy because, by the late 1990s, the cost of copper rose sharply, leading the Canadian Mint to eventually replace copper with steel and other metals to cut costs. Coins like the 1970 penny remain examples of this classic copper alloy era. Coins like the 1970 penny were produced using traditional minting techniques that had been refined over decades. The Royal Canadian Mint employed high-pressure dies to strike each coin, ensuring details like the maple leaf twig and Queen Elizabeth II's profile were clear and consistent. However, over time, dies wear out, creating subtle variations among coins struck later in the production run. Collectors often search for these minor differences, as they can signal unique qualities within an otherwise standard coinage year. Before Canada discontinued the penny in 2012, the 1-cent coin played an essential role in daily life, facilitating small transactions, from buying candy to making exact change. The 1970 penny is a tangible reminder of that era when small change held value, and transactions were simpler. Today, the coin serves as a nostalgic artifact for Canadians who remember its widespread use in daily purchases. Coin collecting, or numismatics, allows people to connect with their country's history in a personal way. The 1970 Canada 1-cent coin may not be the rarest or most valuable coin, but it offers a glimpse into Canadian heritage and the story of currency evolution. Each coin holds a bit of history, from the materials used to the cultural symbols chosen. Collecting coins like the 1970 penny is a way for people to preserve that history for future generations. The 1970 penny is just one in a long line of Canadian 1-cent coins, dating back to 1858. By comparing coins from different years, collectors can observe changes in design, composition, and minting technology. While some coins, like those from 1923 and 1936, are rarer and more valuable, each year of production tells part of Canada's economic and social history. The 1970 penny, though common, serves as a midpoint in the broader narrative of Canadian cents. Though small, coins like the 1970 penny influenced the design and production of Canadian currency in the years that followed. The coin represents the high-quality standards the Royal Canadian Mint set for currency. These standards are visible in later Canadian coins, as the Mint continues to innovate while preserving the tradition of iconic Canadian symbols, like the maple leaf. For novice collectors, the 1970 Canada 1-cent coin is an accessible starting point. It provides an excellent example of the basic principles of numismatics, such as grading, preservation, and understanding mint marks. Many coin enthusiasts begin their collections